Hello everyone. I'm here a little bit early doing a bit of a tech test, but everything should be good. So I'm on a streaming service and everything that I say and do is like 10 to 15 seconds delayed behind or ahead of you, ahead of what you're seeing. So if you can comment and let me know that you're here and let me know how it sounds, I would greatly appreciate that. And I've got my phone here to read your comments because it's not going to show up on my live stream. You can comment, let me know you're here, and let me know how it sounds. I would greatly appreciate that. And I've got my phone here to read your comment. All right. I'm going to have to go on my personal profile. Sounds all right. Okay, do you hear the AC? They do is like, okay, I guess there's no way for me to do this on my phone with that sound, so I'm just going to switch between screens to read your comments every now and then. Okay. Is anyone else here? We're still starting in 3 minutes. If you're joining the recording, you can skip ahead to about 5 minutes because I'm just testing things out, saying hello. Oh, good. All right, so I'm going to keep my AC on, which is great news because that means I won't sweat as much. All right, so if you're here, come say hello in the comments. If we've never met or talked before, just say who you are and how we're connected to each other, and I'd love to hear a little bit about you. And I'm so excited to have you here. While you're doing that, I'm going to make sure my music is going to work. Cool. Alright, so I actually figured out a really convenient way. I'm going to put the broadcaster right next to the comments, so I won't see the delayed video. I'll just see your comments and my broadcast program. Alright, so we got 2 minutes to go. Again, just get grounded, get settled. I recommend that you have some support resources on the side. Maybe it's journaling, maybe it is your phone, not to distract you necessarily, but just in case you need it to reach out to somebody, in case something comes up. I've got some incense going, I got a candle lit, so those are my resources at the moment. Just smells nice and it's kind of calming for me. So Sabrina says, hi, I'm excited to join you, dance therapist and holistic life coach in Chicago. Thank you. She says, so great you're doing this. It's nice to meet you, Sabrina, even though I can't see you. I'm glad that you're here. So if you're just popping in, again, just say hello. We're going to get started in about a minute. And think about some support resources. Maybe you want to light a candle too, or some incenses, or whatever you're into. And say hello in the comments. Let me know where you're coming from, who you are, and we're going to set an intention soon. So think about an intention that you want to set for the next 30 minutes. So something that is practically achievable in 30 minutes. A lot of times people have said to become present, to get more connected to their bodies, to have fun. That's a great, something great as well. Is just something as simple as having fun. Maybe you've been working all day. Maybe you just want to be present in the moment and get out of your head and not think about the past or the future and just be here right now. So start thinking about that and your intention and say hello. And when you have your intention ready, put in the comments. So I see that a lot of you have joined in the last couple of minutes. I was explaining that everything that I do has a 10 to 15 second delay. So when you comment, I'm not going to see it for a little bit, but I will see it. So please introduce yourself and let us know your intention. Hello, hello. I see more people are popping in. And it's 7:31, so I like to be really prompt and respect your time. And I'm going to start. And just in case you are just joining right now, I'm asking people to set an intention for the next 30 minutes of movement. Hi, Lilith. And your intention, oh, now I'm getting all the comments. Hi, Meliors. My intention is to dance with my guides, especially the one who loves to dance the most. Ah, very nice. All right, so anyone else have an intention? Please share it in the comment box. Something that you can achieve in the next 30 minutes or so. Something simple, something that is going to impact you in some way, but of course, you know, I mean, I don't think it's going to be life-changing in the next 30 minutes. I always hope that, right, as a therapist, and that would be nice. But something that's practical, being present, having fun, enjoying the moment, feeling safe while moving your body. That's a big one, because sometimes things can really get stirred up once we move our bodies and really connect and listen. So if you have an intention, pop it in, and I'm going to get started with our movement. Allie is open to experience. Great. I am welcoming you and your openness. So, as you can see, I'm on my floor, and wherever you want to be is fine, but I'm going to start this experience sitting down, and then we're going to get to standing. But I just want to say, if something doesn't feel right in your positioning, is always your choice to change it and to make what's more comfortable for you. So if you want to sit in a chair and have your back supported, that's a great way to feel more supported while you're experiencing something new or different. I like the floor. I like to feel the bottom underneath me. So find a position that's good for you, that's helpful for you right now, and we'll get started. And so we're going to move for about, I think, 20 to 30 minutes. Kind of just, I'm going to try to sense the energy through the screen somehow, which somehow it works even though I can't see you. And then I will be here to answer your questions at the end about what you experienced, any questions that you have about your movement or what came up. And if you're on the dance therapist side, if you have any questions about why I chose to implement an intervention in a certain way, I can also answer that question. All right, so I'm going to put the music on. Let me know at any point if it's too loud or if it's too low. Sabrina says, my intention to feel connected to others while exploring movement and expressing myself. That's a great point, to feel connected to others, especially in this capacity. We can't see each other, so the more that we all share, the more connected we can feel to each other, even if we're not seeing each other. So please do share if you feel comfortable, or to the extent that you feel comfortable. So I moved my microphone. If you can't hear me, let me know. But I'm going to start here, and hopefully you're all grounded right now. If you're just joining, set an intention real quick for moving the next 20 to 30 minutes. We're going to get grounded in our seat or on the floor and take a few deep breaths in. So let's breathe in together. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. If you're joining, don't worry, we're just getting started. You're welcome to jump right in. We're going to take another deep breath in and out. And we're going to take one more deep breath in, and whatever movement comes to you with this breath, go with it. Go with your instincts. Or as Melior said, go with your guide, your inner guide. And take a deep breath in. And breathe out. There's no right or wrong way to do that. It's whatever your body is calling you to do. And we're going to start with our head just rolling in a circle. So we're going to start with a warm-up so we can really just get acquainted with our bodies, reconnected for some bigger expression, bigger movement. Whatever I'm doing, you can follow along, or you can do it a little bit in your own way. You can make it smaller, bigger, faster, slower. You do not have to look exactly like me. You have the choice to do as you need to do. So we're rolling our head around. And for this experience, I want you to think about how every single part of our body is connected to another. So as we transition to moving our shoulders, keep your neck in movement for a moment, and then just focus on your shoulders. Rolling them back. If you're just joining, come on in. Come join us in movement. We're just getting warmed up for some bigger expression today. Or I shall say deeper expression. You're rolling your shoulders back. You can use your arms, your hands to help you really open up. Or maybe this is too big for you and you can make it smaller. Play with direction, size. We're going to be doing more of that on a standing level. So start to play with different ways you can move. So we're thinking about the little transitions between all the different parts of our bodies we're moving. So we're going to transition into a twist. And so do a little twist. And again, if you're just joining, no worries. Come on and join the movement where we are. We are just warming up. And twist to the other side. Notice if you have taken a breath recently. Of course you have, but if you need to take a deep breath in, do it. And now we're going to transition, just rolling around in a circle, moving our waist still. Really engaging our core in a way. Not for strength, but for connection. You can make this bigger. Oh, I can't bend back. You might be able to though. You can change direction. And when you're ready, bring your feet or your legs in front of you. You can't see all of me because I'm trying to stay close to the microphone. So we're moving our waist, our core. And when you're ready, just bend forward. take a deep breath in and out, and just move forward, move towards your feet. No need to race to touch your toes, not a requirement, not necessary. And just feel a little stretch. Move whatever else needs to be moved. You don't have to be static in the stretch. There's movement always, everywhere. Come back up and go down one more time. Take a deep breath here. Really feel the sensations in your body. And come back up. Let's do a little butterfly. Could be out here, could be here, whatever you need. Just shake a little bit. And if you're just joining now, we're just warming up, so come on and join. It's not too late. Alright, so we're gonna reach up and breathe in. And just lean to one side, stretch your sides. Make this a static stretch. You can bring movement into it. Really, there's no right and wrong. It's just we're starting to tune in into what our body feels, or what our body is feeling called to do, and how we are wanting to express ourselves right now. Switch sides when you're ready. Do that for as long as you need. And I'm gonna keep my legs bent so you can see my feet, but you can straighten them if you'd like. Just rolling the ankle. So we're almost done with our body warm up. We're gonna get to standing soon. Maybe you need different movements than me. Maybe you need like a shake. Ooh, I just cracked something. Interesting. So again, tune into what you need. Oh, there's so much cracking happening over here. Now let's come back to our intention. Breathe it in. If you weren't here in the beginning, we set an intention for this movement. You can set one right now. So what's your intention as we move? Is it to feel safe while you're connecting to your body? Is it to be present? Is it to feel connected to others and expressing yourself the way you need to? So breathe in your intention. Let go of something that isn't going to serve your intention today. Like if you're wanting to be present, letting go of thinking about what's coming after this. So my intention is to have fun with this instead of being stressed out about, doing a live and being visible and all that. I'm just gonna have fun. So I'm gonna let go of worrying and being self-conscious and being perfect. Let go of perfection. And so now we've warmed up, and just move any other part of your body that you need to before we get to standing. Something that will serve your intention. Again, you can set an intention right now if you weren't here in the beginning. What's up, Cole? Alright, so we're going to come to standing. If you are just joining, just try to do a really quick body warm-up, because we are going to get to standing and move a little bit more, but we're still going to take it real slow. So I always say that this transition from sitting to standing is so huge. We're losing the support of our floor if you're on the floor, or the back if you're on a back of a chair, or both. So just really respect and honor that we are going to rely on our 2 feet right now to keep us standing up and keep us tall. So take this transition from sitting to standing as slowly as you need, and as mindfully and bodyfully as you can. So what do you really need while you make this transition? There's no rush. You can always catch up if you take longer than us. Really tune in. What does your body need to get from sitting to standing? And we'll meet you all up here. So if you're on your own 2 feet, just see how that feels for a moment. Maybe alternate your weight. Really feel the ground. You may even look at your feet. Hi, feet. Thanks for supporting me. You can talk to your feet. No one will hear you unless someone else is with you. It's actually pretty fun. Alright, once you feel grounded in your feet, bodyfully, yes, I did say that. And I caught myself when I first said mindfully. Thanks, Sabrina. Alright. If you feel grounded, we're gonna start to move around a little bit more. And what I want to do today is take us from walking, really just start simply with walking and see what that turns into. So we're gonna do something a movement as simple as walking right now, and really just walk as you normally would. Even if you have a small space, walk around it. And I want to point out how many choices we have with just walking. We can walk in different directions. This is something I've really been exploring a lot lately with my clients. And it's really powerful. So you might want to walk backwards. You may just want to walk regularly. But just be aware of how much choice you have right now in your walking. You can choose to put one step in front of the other. And notice how your feet are still holding you up. And when you feel ready to layer on something else, change something about your walk. Walk backwards, or maybe slide. There's no right or wrong, it's just what are you wanting to do right now? How are you wanting to express yourself in the moment? I'll lower my camera a little bit. Or maybe it's like different directions. Like, yeah, I can turn whenever I want. I can turn away. I can walk away. I just did a sassy walk. Maybe you want to do a sassy walk. See how you want to walk right now. We can talk later about what that might be expressing about yourself. And just be in the moment of just following your body's instincts. Wish I could see you all right now. But I can't wait to hear about it. And maybe you start to incorporate something else. Maybe it's your arms. Maybe it's a bounce with your walking. We have so many options in movement. So many. It's wild. Which option or options are you wanting to choose today? I really hope you're all dancing with me and not just watching. So that would be kind of awkward. And at any point, if you incorporated another part of your body and you want to stop the walking and expand on something else, go ahead. So, my arms, I felt called to move my arms while I was walking. And I'm done walking, but now I really want to explore what this feels like to move my arms different ways. It could be sustained, it could be kind of free or bound, control. It could be direct. Strong. It could be light and indirect. All of these different qualities serve a purpose and express something about you. Don't think too much about what that is right now. We'll talk about it later, but just go with your instincts. Maybe it's something as simple as like too much movement, you need to slow down. So how can you meet your needs if you need to slow down? Remember, you always have the option to sit down. Maybe just get lower to the floor. Remember, there's no right or wrong. It's just what you are choosing in the moment. What are you needing? And can you listen to what you need and respond to it? If you're feeling called to stop before me, go ahead and wind down if you need to. Okay, I'm probably going to close down our movement in 3 minutes. So I'm just going to give you that warning if you're really into it. Find a way to gradually bring it to a close that's satisfying, not too abrupt. Another transition. This ending, maybe you want to go more full out. Minutes. If you know yourself and you know transitions take you a while to process, start slowing down right now. Doesn't mean you have to stop right now, just bring it smaller and smaller. It feels organic. If you're cool with just being like, all right, I'm done, feel free to join me when I slow down. I personally get very attached into things and experiences, so I need a lot of closure time. Maybe you're like me, maybe not. So we got 1 minute. I'm gonna start slowing down. You can join me right now, or maybe about 20 seconds. Just start finding a way to keep satisfying your body's need, to your need to express yourself. But slow it down, make it smaller. Maybe that ends with you on the floor, slowly melting. Maybe that means we incorporate more deep breaths. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna do that melting thing, actually. Sounds good. We're getting ready to close up our movement experience. So we're gonna take 3 deep breaths and get grounded that way. Before we do that, just move anything else you need. Better late than never. Yeah, James? We're kind of closing out, but we'll have some good discussion soon. All right, and we'll do some breaths right now. So breathe in and move with your breath however you need to, however that will support your closure. Revisit your intention from before. What was it? Breathe it in. One more breath. Breathe it in. Maybe you find something along the way that helps you close out. I just found self-touch. It's pretty nice. And when you're ready, and take your time, this is again another transition. When you're ready, get comfortable, have some time for Q&A. And when you're ready, first share, what was helpful for you, if something was helpful. When did you notice that your body was calling you to express yourself a certain way and you responded? Really just, what was the highlight of this for you? What were some insights? Or just, if that's too open, just say, yes, I met my intention, or no, I didn't. And I'm gonna probably ask you why. You don't have to answer. And again, if you didn't hear me in the beginning, I'm gonna be seeing your comments about 10 to 15 seconds late. So if you write something, don't worry, I will see it soon. If you're still transitioning, do what you gotta do. Have a sip of water. Maybe a little more stretch. And so let's talk about this. How was this for you? Did you discover anything in your movement that maybe you might not have been aware of if you didn't tune into your body today? Melior said, I met my intention to dance with my guides. I'm curious about that. How did you know, and what did you feel that led you to feel that way of meeting your guides or dancing with your guides? Sabrina says, still reflecting, but definitely enjoyed moving from an internal place, right? So from a place from within, from stemming from your instincts versus something from the outside, whether that might be expectations on how to look, or even the music could be something external that might affect the way that you were moving, which is not necessarily a bad thing. Beatrice said, amazing, even my 2-year-old boy was so captured by your movements and hours. Yeah, it's pretty amazing what can come out. I wish this was a two-way screen or multi-way screen where I could see you all. And if you are still reflecting and you really need to write this down somewhere private, feel free to go and do that. I'm going to take questions now. So if you have any questions, write it down and I will answer. Heather said, I felt hesitant about walking backwards. It was something new. Yeah. And walking backwards, even if you are in a space that you're aware of or that's really familiar to you, it's still a new movement in your body. And that can bring up, feelings of uncertainty and unfamiliarity, which absolutely can be hesitant about. And of course, it's not as safe as like having this view in front of you and walking forwards. Lilith said, I realized I feel safe when I can feel the weight in my feet to grounded, and when I try salsa, I'm in heeled shoes, which cut me off from my weight in my heels, so I feel unsafe. Oh my God, wow. That's pretty big. Just that's you wouldn't really think much about your heel having that big of an impact, right? But it does. It can. So, yeah, I would suggest when you're not dancing salsa, to explore moving with your whole feet on the ground, or maybe there's a different kind of heel that you can get that feels a little bit safer. I know they have different size heels widths. Melior says, I was visualizing one guide as my dance partner. She's always dancing. And then my whole team mirroring me in a circle dance. Wow. I'm envisioning that. That sounds amazing. Like you weren't alone. I mean, you weren't because we're all here too, but to be able to visualize that right there with you, that's wonderful. So any questions that you have about your movement experience or why I chose to lead this experience the way I did, write your questions in there. And while you do, I'm going to let you know about an offer that I just put up a little bit before this live session. I'm doing a flash sale, 24 hours of buy one, get one free session with me. It's an introductory dance movement session where it could look similar to this, but it all really depends on where you are at the current moment and how I sense that we need to move that day to meet your current needs. And again, it could look the same way, but it really be individualized to what's going on with you. And so again, that's buy one, get one free for $97 total US dollars. And if you're interested, it's available to 3 people. So the first 3 people who grab it can have it. You can just comment in here, or you can send me a private message. And this is for new clients only, and also the offer is up on this Sunday. And you also need to book within a month. There we go. That was the last detail I was remembering. Yes, please. Okay, I will talk to you after, Rebecca. She says, yes, please, for the sale. Melior says, I was visualizing one. Oh, I already read that comment. Anyone else have any questions? Anyone else interested in the buy one, get one free session? $97 US I know some of you are from different countries right now. Let me know. Again, we would do something similar to this, but really tailor to your individual needs at the very moment. And we'd be able to see each other. I'd be able to see you and respond to you exactly in the moment. All right, so I'm going to wait a little longer for your questions because I know there's a delay. And if anyone else is interested in the buy one, get one free dance movement introductory session, leave a comment or send me a message. And if you're ready to close out and you don't have any questions, feel free to stick around, because maybe someone else will have a question that you have but that you don't feel comfortable asking, or maybe don't even know how to have the words to ask, because sometimes when we move, things come up and it's uncertain and it's confusing because it's new, and in words, in movement, it's hard to translate those sensations and experience into words if that's not something you're used to. Sabrina said, once letting myself listen to what my body was feeling, I realized I wanted to change from flowy movement to robotic movement. Once I got that out, I went back to organic flowy movement. Interesting. Yeah. I wish I could see that and really feel that with you, but I definitely have had that experience myself. Like, I mean, when I think of robotic, it's like very bound and directional, but more so bound than anything else, and that's a very different feeling than flowy. So, you know, it sounds like you tuned in and your body was wanting to express something other than it originally wanted, but maybe once it had that experience, it was ready to let go of the robotic movement and come back to flowy, organic flowy movement. And if you have any questions about that, let me know. You can message me after if you want a little bit more back and forth, talk about it and get some insight. All right, so I'm going to wait about another minute just to see if any other comments come in. And then I'm going to sign off. Rebecca, I will talk to you after, and anyone else who is interested in the buy one, get one free intro dance movement session. I'm doing a flash sale for 24 hours, and it's available to 3 people. If you're interested, leave a comment or message me once I sign off. And if you do have a comment that I don't get to for some reason because of the delay, again, send me a message and I will be happy to answer. You're welcome. This was so enjoyable. I just want to share with you that I met my intention today. Usually when I do this, I feel a lot more nervous and harder for me to let go. I don't know if I'm feeling your energy and your openness, but I was just able to be me, and that was really, really awesome. So thank you so much. Thanks for helping me meet my intention. And movement is so powerful. It's amazing. So thanks for joining me. And I'll be doing another one in 3 weeks. So I plan on doing this kind of thing every 3 weeks. And I'll make an event each time, and I'll put up a scheduled live session. So I hope you can join me next time. I'll be planning that soon, so watch out for it. Bye.